Bales here with BackwaterFlyFishing.com, teaming up with Travel Country Outfitters to bring you this first video in our gear review series where we're going to cover all the backpacking and fly fishing gear that I use in my videos. And the first product we have here is by Osprey. It's their EXOS 58 liter backpack. We're going to cover in depth what makes this backpack awesome. First and foremost, this pack is for light to ultra light backpackers. If you count your grams or count your ounces, this is definitely a pack for you. Stripped down, you can get this almost to 2 pounds, but when you go online, you're going to see it's going to be weighted from 2 pounds, 8 ounces, all the way up to 2 pounds, 12 ounces, depending on what size you choose. So let's get into the features on this pack. You'll notice, first of all, guys, the suspension system on this pack is their airspeed suspension. If you look on the side, you're going to be able to fit a few inches or even your whole hand right down into that suspension system. So the pack itself is going to be elevated off of your back, allowing for adequate airflow to pass between your back and the pack. Also, you'll notice the frame here, and this is an ultralight aluminum frame. Very minimal frame, so you're not adding extra weight when it comes to that. As far as the hip belt, you have the EXOFoam hip belt and the shoulder straps on this pack. These straps right here are made of a very wide mesh, so again, we're letting air pass through those and get onto your shirt, onto your skin, and evaporate some of that moisture. Coming around to the front side of the pack, you got a nice stretchy mesh pocket on the outside. This pocket's great for storing dirty clothes. I also like to keep my rain jacket there. If you have wet items that you want to let dry without hanging them from your pack, this is a great place to put that. Some of the other features as far as pockets on this pack, you do have small pockets on your hip belt here, and those are really just Skittle factories for me. That's where I put my Skittles. It's where I put my chapstick. Those are really what those are going to be for if you're hanging out with me. On your shoulder straps, you do have 2 small mesh pockets on each one. You'll see I have my hydration hose going right into there. The other one, guys, is good for GPS if you run around with a GPS, if you got a cell phone. If you're me, those things are left in the car or at the house, so you'll never have that. But again, candy, maybe a granola bar, something like that's going to fit perfect in there. This pack right here is completely top loading. To save weight, they didn't do extra access points for this. So you're not going to have a bottom compartment for your sleeping bag, and you won't have the side pockets that you sometimes see on backpacks now. So what we do have is a brain on this pack, what I call a brain. And this is just your top portion of the pack. This is completely removable. If you don't want to bring this, you can easily disconnect it. And what's cool is you still have this sleeve right here, which works as a cover when you're not using your brain. So that can still protect the top of the backpack, protect your gear. If it's raining, it starts drizzling, nothing's going to get wet, and nothing's going to get in and out of there. So the top loading access point on this pack is very large. Obviously, you got your draw cord, and if you look down in here, you're going to see your sleeve for your hydration compartment. You can clearly see the H2O markings here on the side of the pack, and that's where your hose is going to come out. You can do it on the left or the right, depending on what you prefer. Another great feature on this pack, you'll see the water bottle holders on each side. You got one on the left side and one on the right side. These pockets are really neat. They're lightweight mesh, and you can top load your water bottle or even stick it in the side like a holster. That's a really good feature, guys. When you're hiking, you're not going to want to stick back and go vertical on that water bottle. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be shoving it sideways right into there for quick access. Another really awesome feature on this pack is the way they designed the hip belt. And this hip belt is one continuous loop that's wrapped around on itself, so you're not going to have that hip belt dragging, bouncing on your knees, stuff like that, getting in the way. So no need to do a little knot around your waist anymore. Another thing that's going to catch your eye is how thin all the compression straps on this pack are. You'll notice these little straps here are really all the compression that you're going to have to compress the load that's inside the pack. And this is a very, very thin strap. It's actually really durable. You're not going to have to worry about it breaking, but again, we're saving weight. We're cutting it down as minimal as possible and keeping the exterior of this pack really clean. You'll also notice on the very bottom of this pack, You have another suspension strap, and this is a good place to hang wet clothes. It's also a good place to hang your chacos, your dirty hiking shoes, the ones you're not wearing obviously, or even your Thermarest sleeping pad. If you're doing one of the Z lights, it fits really nice in there. You also have another little gear loop, and you'll notice small gear loops spread around throughout the pack, from the bottom all the way up to the brain. You can hang your compasses on there, your bug spray, just quick access items that don't weigh a lot. I personally keep everything inside the bag. I don't like stuff bouncing around on the outside of my pack. So those are some other features, guys, that are important to look at. You do have a place to keep your trekking poles that are going to go from your shoulder strap all the way down and lock in at the bottom of the pack. That way you can stow them away and they're out of the way when you're not using them. What's really cool, guys, if you do tend to use this brain, it's got a lot of room inside of there, guys. I got really just my water filtration system. I got a first aid kit right in the top of there. Always put light items in this. You're not going to want to put anything heavy in there. If you carry a little map with you of the area you're hiking in, that's a good place to stow that. On the very bottom of this, you do have a very nice large section. What I just have in here is simply the cover for my backpack. Okay, quick access, again, very light. Nothing heavy is going to go in there. And if you don't use this, it's very easily removable, like we mentioned earlier. Alright guys, there you have it. There's a full review of the EXOS 58. If you're in the Central Florida area and you want to try this pack on, make sure to stop by Travel Country Outfitters in Altamont Springs. You're going to be able to speak with experts and know a lot about this pack, and they're going to be able to fit it directly to your body type and get you in the right size pack. If you're not in the Central Florida area, make sure to go to travelcountry.com. You're going to be able to read reviews and check out this pack online and even purchase it directly from the website. Thanks for tuning in to this first gear review. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out Travel Country's blog in the future for future gear reviews. Till next time.